G'day there, Guardians. It's that time again where we look at the 12 tier roles for the week, having seen a reset. As usual, you can find all the vendors in the timestamps in the description below, so you can cut directly to them if they've got anything this week. It's a bit light on, so bear that in mind. We're going to start with Tyra Karn in the temple as usual and have a look at the artifacts that she's brought with her this week. So we've got here the Memory of Yoda, which removes your sprint cooldown penalty, so you can run, sprint, stop running, and then sprint again immediately. So that's the perk, the Iron Lord perk that comes with the Memory of Yoda. At a 112 roll, Discipline Strength. Discipline, now I'm pretty sure that 3881 you can see on the Discipline is a perfect roll for that stat, but Strength is 7 points down, making it a 112 down from the maximum 119 Discipline Strength. Handy one to have, but not the greatest of rolls. Memory of Silumar, Intellect Discipline, it's a 128. Oh, apparently I can't speak. Memory of Silumar, Intellect Discipline, 128. That's a very good roll. It's about 4 stat points down from perfect. The 5194 down the bottom there is what I would consider to be pretty well a perfect roll for the Discipline perk, the Discipline stat, sorry, and Intellect is 4 points down. So that is not a bad one to grab. In fact, it's probably the equal best Silumar that she's ever sold. Silumar, as you can see there, in the Crucible, resistance to damage over time attacks is greatly increased. What it means is that if someone shoots you with something like Thorn, or you get stuck with Burning, or anything like that, those sorts of things do significantly less damage than what they normally do if you have this equipped, and the number of ticks that they do that damage over time is reduced greatly as well. I think it drops down to 2 ticks from memory. I'd have to go back and do a bit more research on that one if I were to be completely accurate. Feel free to leave comments in the description, in the comment section below, sorry. And finally, we've got the Memory of Tima at a 110 roll, which is, it's an average artifact in my opinion, and that's a garbage roll to go with it. The perk on this one, melee attacks on minor minions of the darkness have a chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. Basically, you melee a red bar enemy, and he will become an ally for about 30 seconds. You can turn him back by meleeing a second time. You can also do, it does work on very low health yellow bar enemies as well, just so you know. This week, Cade is pretty light on. He has this Novgorod cloak. It is 59 roll, Discipline Strength, 1 stat point down on the strength there from maximum. 75 legendary marks. It's got upgrade rate for scout rifles and Vanguard champion. That's all he's got this week for you guys. Personally, I'd give it a miss, but if you're looking for something like that, hey, what the heck. For the Titans, Zavala has just this Vitruvius mark. It's a 58 roll, 75 legendary marks, upgrade rate for auto rifles, and of course Vanguard champion. That's all he's got this week. Sorry, people. And for the Warlocks this week, we have 2 shells at Ikora, and that's all. We've got these Intellect Discipline roll here. It's a 58 roll with Helium, Filament Sensor, and Reclamation, where you generate additional glimmer when killing Taken. And this one over here, this is a perfect roll, Tower Watch Shell, Intellect Strength, if you're looking for one with Helium, Filament Collector, again, and Reclamation. That one I would definitely recommend picking up for 75 legendary marks. It gets you a perfect roll, Intellect Strength Ghost. For the Hunters this week, Shaxx has this helmet all the way down the bottom here, rank 3. You can see I don't have enough space, but it is a 107 roll, 4 stat points down, and the 4 stat points are in the Discipline slot there. 4 stat points down from a perfect roll. Intellect is a perfect roll for 120 legendary marks. Better already, shield start recovery immediately after orb pickup. Not too bad. Hands-on, where you gain bonus super energy from melee kills from minions of the darkness in PvE land only. Heavy lifting gains bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills. It's the same perk. This one's melee kills, this one's heavy weapon kills. Essentially the same perk, just different mode of death. And increased intellect and discipline, obviously. For the Titans, Shaxx has this Toward the Sky mark at a 58 roll, 75 legendary marks with upgrade rate for hand cannons, and of course Crucible champion. Nothing on offer for the Warlocks this week, I'm afraid. This week Arak Jalal is very, very light on. For the Hunters, and that's all he has an Endling mask at a 107 roll. Intellect is down 1 stat point and Strength is down 3. We are down 4 points, obviously, as I said. It has, on this particular helmet, Innovation, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. We've got Ashes to Assets, which is a handy PvP perk. Gain bonus super energy on grenade kills. We've got Heavy Lifting, which is, we've spoken about before, super energy from heavy weapon kills on minions in PvE. And of course, increased intellect and increased strength. He's also got this ghost down the bottom here. This Diaspora Shell, intellect strength. It's a 59 roll at 100 legendary marks. It has Spirit Bloom, Sensor, and Glimmer when killing Cabal. Kind of an odd combination given Spirit Blooms on Venus and Cabal do not appear there. But it is a 59 roll, 100 legendary marks, up to you to decide. Nothing for the Titans, rather, and nothing for the Warlocks this week. So this week at Future War Cult, for the Hunters, Lakshmi 2 has a perfect roll, discipline, strength, Eon Tracer Cloak for the Hunter class. Has upgrade rate for scout rifles, and of course Crucible Rep or Crucible Champion, and along with that there is this 58 roll intellect strength bellicose shell down the bottom here on the right hand side that you can also pick up for 100 legendary marks. It has spin metal sensor and glimmer when killing fallen or ether seeds. It's similar to that Dread Explorer shell, but missing the extra stat point on both intellect and, well, actually it's an intellect strength roll, whereas the Dread Explorer shell, I apologize, is an intellect discipline roll and a perfect roll at that. But handy for the raid this week if you're looking at doing that. For the Titans, Lakshmi has these Eon Tracer Greaves at a 133 roll. 2 stat points down in that discipline stat there, 54. 2 stat points down from a perfect roll on these boots. They have Void Double Down, handy if you're running that Void Walker. Defender. We're on a Titan. Defender subclass. Sniper rifle ammo and rocket launcher ammo. That's a handy combo there. You can switch between. I often run boots that have either sniper rifle or rocket launcher and switch between the two of those depending on which weapons I'm running at the time, particularly in raids. Increased discipline and increased strength, obviously. She also has, whoops, one too many clicks of the B button there, this Eon Tracer Helm at a 108 roll at 120 legendary marks. It's not too bad a buy. It's the best helmet on offer, I think, this week in terms of stats. Not so much in terms of perks. Innovation, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. You've got hands-on and heavy lifting. We've seen these same perks on other helmets on offer this week, with melee kills and heavy weapon kills generating extra super energy on Minions of the Darkness in PvE land, and of course increased discipline and increased strength. For the Hunters this week, New Monarchy and Executor Hideous, they have these Intellect Discipline boots. They're 1 stat point down from perfect rolls on Intellect and on Discipline. 5679 is what you want to see on a pair of boots. These have Solar Double Down, handy if you're running that Gunslinger subclass. Shotgun ammo, rocket launcher ammo to carry extra of each of those, or either of those rather, and increased intellect and discipline. He also has, just quickly, this Ghost, I think it is. Yep, this one. It's a 58 roll, 100 legendary marks, as you can see. Has Wormspore Sensor and Blue Polyphage to generate additional glimmer when killing Vex. For the hunters this week, the speaker has the Venom of Ikahika at a 58 roll, Discipline Strength, 60 legendary marks, 25 motes of light. He's also got this Gunslinger's Cloak again at a 58 roll, this time 75 legendary marks, Hand Cannon upgrade or Hand Cannon Focus, and of course everything the speaker sells has Vanguard Champion. For the Titans, we have these High Command Greaves. Again, we're seeing that 2 stat point down in the Intellect category there. 2 stat points down makes it a 133 from 135. 75 legendary marks. It's not a bad buy. It's pretty darn good. Solar double down is handy for that Sunbreaker subclass. Increased agility for 5 seconds after you get a solar double kill. Shotgun ammo or rocket launcher ammo means you can carry more of either of those. And of course, increased intellect and discipline. For the Titans, the speaker has the Honor of Cormorant here at a 58 roll, 60 legendary marks and 25 motes of light. It's got upgrade rate for hand cannons and Vanguard Champ. And the Striker's mark down here is also a 58, slightly different 58, Intellect Strength roll, Scout Rifle upgrade this time, which makes for a nice change from the hand cannon upgrade that we keep seeing, and Vanguard Champion. And for the Warlocks, very light this week. Only Ikora and the speaker are selling anything for the Warlocks. The Warlocks here have this Harlequin Pendulum at a 58 Intellect Strength roll. It's 60 legendary marks, 25 motes of light, Pulse Rifle upgrade, and of course Vanguard Champ. And this Sunsinger's Bond down the bottom here is also a 58 with Scout Rifle upgrade and Vanguard Champion. This week, Variks doesn't have much at all. He's got a couple of things for the hunters, but nothing for anyone else. He has this Devil's Disguise at a 59, 1 legendary engram and 5,000 glimmer will buy you a Discipline Strength 59 roll. It has Pulse Rifle upgrade and, of course, Vanguard Champion. He's also got this King's Mantle. It's a 58, 1 step down, Discipline Strength as well, Hand Cannon upgrade, and Vanguard Champion. Again, 1 legendary engram and 5,000 glimmer. I hope you got something out of this video, Guardians. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel. You can catch me on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram from time to time for other updates. Thanks for watching, Guardians. I'll see you next time.